guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, The Bright Side Girl, and today we're going to be talking about my June TBR. So we do not have a readathon planned for June because our next readathon is Mermaid Marathon, which is starting in July. I'll have an announcement coming out very soon. So I have a little bit of a free month as far as like themes go. So I'm going to use this month to get caught up on some arcs that I need to finish, some series I need to finish, and also just a couple of like slightly summary books. This is going to be probably more than I'm going to get to because my reading has been a lot slower this year, but I wanted a wide variety to choose from, so we're just going to dive right in. I actually don't own any of these books. Not the best because I need to be getting through the ones I own, but a couple of them I think I have like on order or like coming. That's just kind of how it rolled this month, so I'm just going to put the images up for you guys. Okay, first we're going to talk about a couple series I'm working on finishing. The very first book I'm going to read is going to be The Thorn Queen by Sasha Payton Smith. Rose Bargain was in my top 3 favorite books last year. I am obsessed with it and I cannot wait to jump into this book. I can't believe I've even waited this long to jump into it. The audiobook for this in particular is so incredible. The narrator is so good. This one is set in, I believe, the late 1800s, and we're in this world with proper society and courtships and the Fae. So they have this Fae queen that rules over London for the past 400 years, and you can go to her when you're of a certain age and request a bargain. So you give her something and then she will give you something in return, all manner of different things. Our main character's sister kind of made the family look bad with whatever her bargain was and kind of put them in dire straits, and so she is determined to fix this right with the upcoming season. And then the queen announces before the season starts that she is going to be having a competition for her son's hand in marriage. A bunch of girls sign up for this honor and they are not aware that there is some tricky business with this contract that they are signing, and it's kind of a dangerous competition, and it is so incredible. There's so much detail with the Fae world and the proper society and tea parties and the competition and the sisterly bonds, and it's just got so much going on. It's got a great little angsty romance as well and some nice twists and turns. So I'm very excited to jump into The Thorn Queen to figure out what is going to happen next in the story because I'm really not entirely sure. I don't own a copy of this yet because I have the Fairy Loot Special Edition coming and they're shipping it a little bit later in the year, but I cannot wait to jump in. Okay, next we have A Letter to the Lonesome Shore. So this is the second in a duology. I read A Letter to the Luminous Deep last year and I loved it so much. It took me by surprise. It is such a weird, unique book. We're set in this underwater city and we are being told the story through letters. Think kind of Divine Rivals, a sci-fi underwater element. So we're being told these letters from 4 different characters. E lives in an underwater home and she is writing about unusual creatures and things she is finding to fellow scholar Henry. And their letters kind of evolve into this romance and deep connection, and then they vanish without a trace. So E's sister and Henry's brother a few years later start writing to each other because they have uncovered these letters and they're kind of discussing them back and forth and also trying to figure out what happened to their siblings. During this, you are learning about this underwater world and uncovering things because you're not really sure whether they are set in the past or in the future or in a different realm or whatever's going on. It's very slow burn. It is sweet and romantic and has a lot of details about the world, but hang in there because it is so good and I loved the characters. They were just so precious, and then their little twist at the end was very unexpected. So I really am excited to jump into this next book and see where it goes because it could go anyway. It's just such a unique and lovely read. All right, next is Realm of Shadows by Rectalk Ross. So I have a tradition every year when Rectalk has a new book to buddy read it with one of my sweet friends and get the e-arcs and we buddy read them together. We usually binge read them really quickly, even though I am very slow at physically reading on like a tablet. All of her books are just like cotton candy, delightful, fun reads. They have different vibes about them, but usually have some kind of murder mystery or slightly gothic horror element to them. So this one I believe is a slow burn gothic romance retelling of Hades and Persephone. We're following childhood best friends and a shadow prince. So that's really all I know about it. That's kind of all I want to know. I don't think it's going to be super spicy. Usually her books are just very mild if they have any. This one is adult though. I will report back once I do my wrap up because I'm excited to jump into this. Next, I'm going to be finishing up some arcs, a couple that are yet to come out and a couple that I have backlisted from last year. I got back into NetGalley, which is a place where you can request ARCs, which is advanced reader copies, digitally. We all know I don't read digitally very quickly, but I requested certain ones for different readathons and things, and there were quite a few that I didn't get to, unfortunately. So I am going to catch up, because if you leave a review, it will enhance your NetGalley score, and you want your score to be high because it increases your chances of getting future ARCs. So when you request an ARC, if you have a low score, you're less likely to get it. And my score is like 50% right now, which is not very good. So I want to get caught up. So I have 3 ARCs that I'm hoping to finish this month. Thankfully, one of them is already out and one of them might be out by the time that I finish it, so I can do the audiobooks, which is really helpful. So we have Selkie by Natalie Grunder, I think, and this is about a Selkie. So I wanted to read this one for Mermaid Marathon last year. I didn't get the ARC in time, so we're gonna get to it now that it's like summertime. So this one is based in Scottish folklore about a Selkie, which is a seal woman named Quinn who is trapped in a human marriage after a fisherman steals her seal pelt. So Selkies are like half human or transformative creatures that can be seal or human, and they have this seal pelt that they take off when they become human, and if it is stolen, then they are stuck in their human form. I'm a little bit concerned that this one's going to be a little bit more of like an abusive marriage, toxic situation. That's not going to be my favorite. I'm really wanting more of the like ocean fairy tale vibes. So I will again let you guys know how it goes once I finish it, but I need to get to it either way. Then we have Wildflower by Becky Jenkinson. I am so sad that I did not get to this one for my Books in Bloom readathon, but we had kind of a disastrous second week where I wound up having to go out of town last minute, so I did not get to this one in time. This one does come out mid-June, so I may wait and just do the audiobook. It looks so fantastic. I believe this one is adult. I'm going to read you the synopsis here. So cursed from birth to always tell the truth, magical florist Felicity Fliss Farrow chooses her words carefully and avoids trouble. But when she receives an anonymous request for a mysterious flower, her quest leads her directly into trouble's path to Willow Vane. Fliss knows the outcast yet teasingly handsome sorcerer rumored to have used dark magic to corrupt the northern forest 5 years ago. She's witnessed the resulting feud with Prince Bastin, whom her best friend Card is soon to marry. Despite the divided loyalty she feels, Fliss reluctantly accepts Will's help, gathering more rare flowers, and finds herself increasingly drawn to him. So we have like a flower fantasy romance. It sounds so good, and I believe the hardback edition, it might just be the UK, I'm not sure, you can like draw in on some of the pages. You can like color them in. Like, it's so cute. I've been following the author on Instagram and I'm so excited because I think I'm gonna love this. All right, The Great Outdoors by Kayla Olson. This one also comes out mid-June. I got this one in the hopes that I would read it in time for Hikeathon, but I didn't quite get to it in time. This is an adult, like outdoorsy contemporary read. So Sadie Whitlock has always been praised for being the most prepared person in the room, the one who's thought of everything and every backup plan for any given situation. She knows exactly what she wants, exactly what she loves, and goes to great lengths to make sure her life runs perfectly as planned. So when her laid-back boyfriend breaks up with her for being too high maintenance, Sadie is eager to prove him wrong and signs herself up for a weeks-long guided wilderness adventure in the high Sierras of camping, hiking, rappelling, and kayaking. It's the most miserable, uncomfortable situation she can think of. Sadie is a 5-star resort girl at heart, but she has a compelling and suspiciously attractive tour guide, August Thorne. Thorne lives for adventure and always keeps a professional distance from the trekkers under his care, but there's just something about Sadie, and for the first time, he finds himself wanting to get closer, and they explore the wilderness together. I'm so sad I didn't get to this in time for Hikeathon, but hopefully I will love it and I'll be able to recommend it to you guys for next year. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at The Bright Side Girl for lots more bookish and summer content, and I will see you guys next time on The Bright Side.